nice weekend to be out practicing the Thriller dance. I know that's not going to be the case here for the rest of the week, though.
It isn't. It's going to get a little wet and a little cloudy, but I mean, what is it, like 10,000 hours of practice makes you a master, Dan, so you just keep on going.
Yeah, we need a few more.
9,990 more to go.
Yeah, I'm with you. That Thriller is tough, all those moves. All right, so as we mentioned, plenty of sunshine to start off the week. Beautiful weather, really, for our fall. Above average temperatures in the mid-70s. Yeah, blue sky, not much smoke out there to deal with. Sunset now at 6:42, but notice by the time we start November 1st, that sunset's below 5 p.m. So really take advantage of the sunshine while we have it. As Emily mentioned, things are going to be changing. We do have a weather pattern shift as we get to about Friday into Saturday. For now, look at the view. It's beautiful. This is out of our coin tower shot right here. We have the Willamette River looking over towards the east, the Dalles over there in the gorge. Seaside, a lot of sunshine, and Mount Hood Meadows there, which I anticipate to have a little more snowfall on top of the mountain here as we get into the weekend, as temperatures cool down and we get some moisture. High pressure down to the southwest, that stream of moisture and cloud coverage to the north of us. So the Pacific Northwest is sitting pretty. And by the time we head into tomorrow afternoon, the main formation of this high pressure and the ridge is going to be set up for us to even have warmer temperatures for tomorrow, allowing for us to probably top off near 80 degrees. Cold air still to the north, but eventually that's going to find a way to us, but not until probably Friday and into Saturday. Then we start to see that cool and wet trend, and that means temperature is going to take a bit of a hit, and we'll likely go from the dry weather to some rainy conditions. Not a drop of rain, though, in quite some time. We have to go back to the 25th, which was a soaker of a day, but our October so far has measured nothing. And the weekly rain chance, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we shouldn't worry about much. But Thursday and Friday, we may have a shot for maybe some isolated showers. But it's really going to be Saturday, late Friday night into Saturday, where we have a lot of moisture. And that goes probably into Sunday as well. So I'll show you that in the future cast. We'll go through Monday and Tuesday because there's not much going on. If you're waking up early tomorrow morning, nice weather for that morning walk. The afternoon, head over to the store. Shouldn't be an issue there either. We get to Wednesday, we start to see some more clouds, but not too thick until we get to Thursday here. As I mentioned, a chance for isolated showers on Thursday. Notice that we do have some patchy areas, but it's likely not going to be much. I think we start the day Friday dry, but then a lot of moisture arrives late Friday night, and that will continue through Saturday and into Sunday. And even notice that there's some areas there where we may have some snowfall. I'm talking the higher elevations of the Cascades. So I think each mountain top that we have is going to have a nice fresh coat of snow. Forecast rain totals, how much are we talking about? Well, some heavy amounts there along the Oregon coast. Again, mainly on Saturday here. I think by the time we wrap up Saturday, we'll be close to ½ an inch to maybe an inch of rain in the valley. Watch the Oregon coast there, really starts to add on up. By Sunday morning, we're close to an inch in Portland. Hood River as well, even the Dalles, Madras, and Bend seeing some rain, and Pendleton about 4/10 of an inch, but Tillamook really, look at that, about 3 inches by the time we wrap up Sunday, so I think the Oregon coast is going to see a bulk of that. For tomorrow, back to the sunshine, temperatures in the 70s, nice weather. That goes for the Oregon coast as well. As I show you the 7-day forecast here, as I mentioned, first half of the week, nice. Second half of the week, a little bit cooler and wet. Rainy day on Saturday, as I mentioned, temperatures barely hitting 60 degrees. Dan.
Yeah, we knew the change was coming.
Yes.
Here it comes. Okay,